Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled. Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft, the Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics and Edelweiss have...
Oh dear. As rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond.
It's true.
The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated.
I know men like you. Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity...
All right, so the choice is made.
I beg your pardon?
There is only us. We cannot run from... I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it. Am I mad? This painting wasn't here last time, was it?
Another sinking near Scotland by the... Trying for the details.
For some reason, it makes my skin crawl. It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson, indeed it...
Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts.
Goodness. Where on earth did you procure...
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and
Just the pic...
Entity of ocean or time. Oh my. Oh,
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be lovely. Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding...
well, my mind...
What makes you...
He wrote a pub... Say not of...
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book. Please, feel free to take a look.
Much obliged. Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not...
Indeed, the thorny...
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor. moment, please. Spellbinding pages.
Get the strand.
As you were, Watson. Do what you must.
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stephen...
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my
My pleasure, Doctor.
Loch Harbour.
Right then, all yours. In the meantime, I... Doc!
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section. It, puts the grim in grimoire.
I thought as...
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling.
I don't think that would be wise. Please give it back. That said, I remain grateful for your...
Oh, how disappointing. Fascinating. Thank you for the opportunity, Doctor.
Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study.
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with...
I'm worried about Sherlock. He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the piece.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something...
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his...
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. Oh.
I'm all ears.
Another...
Holmes, I have the translation. But Barnes was Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes was behaving oddly, but I was able to retrieve the book and his preliminary translation. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend toward... Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stocking. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. And despite my obsession as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understand, well, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without...
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those...
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the God. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I. And if you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. and I know of no other man.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our...
Ardnamurk, Scotland. Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.